So British Prime Minister David Cameron unveiling plans to combat what he has clearly labeled as Islamic extremism in the United Kingdom. In a speech that he gave yesterday, the British Prime Minister focused on fighting the ideology that he says leads to the violence. Cameron had some very tough talk for anyone who is considering joining ISIS or any terror group.
And here's my message to any young person here in Britain thinking of going out there. You won't be some valued member of a movement. You are cannon fodder for them. They will use you. If you're a boy, they will brainwash you, strap bombs to your body and blow you up. If you are a girl, they will enslave and abuse you. That is the sick and brutal reality of ISIL.
You do not mince words in any of this speech. It is a long speech, and I suggest that you take a look at it. Joining me now, Leslie Marshall and Tammy Bruce, both are Fox News contributors and radio talk show hosts. Welcome to you both.
Hey, Martha.
Hello there.
Good morning.
Tammy, I don't remember if President Obama has used words like those to young people. Has he, in your recollection, and should he?
Well, obviously, yes. The British have had enough, I think. They didn't even do this after 7/7. They're effectively there September 11th. But I think the Tunisian resort massacre has just shocked them into realizing that they must end political correctness. They must be blunt. We've got to get rid of this moral relativism, especially, and as a feminist, I'm thrilled, because it's women and children, little girls in particular, and certainly little boys who are brainwashed as well, who end up at the brunt of this kind of horror that is being implemented on them. The English have had a problem in saying no to this, thinking that it's about a Western value to allow people to do as they please. But he made a very good correlation between child pornography and ending that, because there's a moral imperative. If we can shock the Islamist framework out of their ability, especially in Western countries, to do female genital mutilation, there's 4,000 cases of that alone just last year, Martha, in England, they realize that they must put a stop to this, and this is the beginning, at least, of saying enough is enough.
You know, he talked about the deep, rich history of Muslims in the United Kingdom. He very clearly said, I am not talking about Muslims who I know want peace. He said, I know you are as outraged about this as I am, and it is time to stand up against Islamic extremism. You know, Leslie, is this a good, strong message, and do you want to hear more of it from President Obama?
Well, quite frankly, I don't, you know, we get so hung up on labels. I think what the British Prime Minister did regarding kids and speaking to them, I think that's a very good thing, and I think our president should do the same. But you know what? That is not the people that are joining ISIS that we've seen on these websites, according to the counterterrorism task force and experts that I have interviewed. What we are seeing are people that are angry, they want to blame somebody, they like the idea of having a gun and power and 4 women as wives, and of course they're buying into this. You know, terrorists want one thing, and that is power.
Yeah, and
they want mass carnage to get that power.
With all of these young people that they are signing up. He then called on the internet agencies in the country, and he said, well, it's a pretty specific plan. And we got to go because we have breaking news, but I hope that we'll pick this up again later, because it's a very important contrast
to what we're seeing here at home.
Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Leslie.